I'm back. Yes, sir. Cast is back. Cast is back. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I wasn't planning on taking another hiatus, but it was the end of the summer, transitioning into the fall. Regardless, the videos are back. Got a couple updates for you. First off, the new setup. As I said for the third time, I'm happy to be here, man. This place is nice. One of the issues, though, lighting is a little bit strange. It's not going to be as crisp, or isn't as crisp in my experience right now. I think it's because my previous lighting has more like LED lights, like white lighting. This is more of like, I think, incandescent lights with normal light bulbs. So it looks a little bit more grainy, a little bit more yellow as far as what I'm looking on the preview right now. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too bad. But also the major thing, we got a new PC. Yes, the Josh PC has been retired. I'm gonna be using it in my living room as like a home theater type setup. Because there's no point in just letting it sit in the closet when I could put it to good use. But I replaced it with a new PC. I will be showing that. Just a quick picture of it right here. And I know it looks a little bit basic, but the insides are pretty cool. So I'll make a whole separate video on that. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much the updates. Again, taking care of business, but I'm ready to get back onto a really decent uploading schedule. And the cool part about this PC is that it's so much faster, both in playing games and also video editing. That's like the really biggest thing. That it's gonna be like, I'll be able to crank out videos a lot faster. It's like if I'm on my main system that is back in St. Louis. But technically this is about just as fast, maybe a little bit faster, because the graphics card's like a slight tier ahead of that one. Again, you'll see the video on that. I'm making like two brand new PCs. Those will probably be done in the next 10 months to a year if I had to just put like a number on it. I'm talking about the whole setup, like the PCs, the monitors, and everything. That will probably be done in the next like year. But this is going to be good enough to get me where I need to go for right now, for the foreseeable future. And it's going to be so much faster, so much smoother, so much quieter, and I can crank out these videos a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and finish up choices. We're on the last chapter of that. It'll be pretty basic. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like I said, it's been over a year since I made that first video. But yeah, let's just go and get to this. Okay, so we're back into choices, guys. As you can see, there's a lot of new books. I think I played one chapter of this Murder at Homecoming. Didn't really care for it. This is Immortal Desires. Didn't really care for it. So I think next on the list to add once we finish this is going to be... Oh, what is this? The Phantom Agent. These look like 3D characters. That's not out yet, but that looks interesting. I'll probably just play Slow Burn. I think that was next on the list. And then we'll hop into there. But yeah, let's go ahead. Oops, wrong book. Yeah, here we go. Choices, Veil of Secrets, Chapter 16. All is well that ends. ... Let's get into this. So if you don't remember what happened last time... Good gracious. I should probably adjust the volume as well. Let me go ahead and... Actually, you know what? I think it should be fine. We'll do all the stuff separately. As you guys are going to notice, from last chapter, I think it was chapter 15 we were last on, pretty much how the last chapter ended was that everything came to a closing end. The boat burned down. Duffy came down, and or Duffy was taken out, went down with the ship. I can barely talk, bro. I'm not used to recording like this anymore. But we'll get back into this. What? Are multiple murders, a kidnapping, an illicit love child, and a decades-old conspiracy enough for you? Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. After all, it's an awful lot to keep track of. You're telling me. Kim stares at you, long and hard. And then he smiles. Well then, that's a wrap. Well, this man hasn't smiled the entire time. Wait, seriously? Thank you for your help, Blade. No one else we spoke to had such a clear idea of the entire story. Your information has been invaluable in drafting my report on the case. What about Naomi? Deputy Silva corroborated most of your information, but your off-the-books discoveries helped fill out the picture. So what happens now? Once I file my official report, this case will be considered closed. All the facts support what you told us about Duffy. The case is open and shut. So I'm free to go, with the thanks of the FBI. Without you, I don't know if we'd ever have worked out what happened here. You're not going to press charges against me? For breaking and entering and stealing evidence? I could, but given the specific circumstances and how much you've done in pursuit of justice, I'm willing to look the other way. In fact, I'd like to thank you personally. He stands, extends his hand, you take it and shake. I've never seen a civilian work a case so effectively. What can I say? Reporters are just detectives plus ink stains, right? In your case, I think that's true. And if you're ever looking for a change of pace, there's always a position open for you at the FBI. After all, I love chasing down a good story, but chasing down a criminal is even more satisfying. Kim hands you his card. Thanks again, Blade, for me. And I'd imagine from the entire town of Birchport. You've done a hell of a job here. You're free to go. Free to go. Which means it's time to leave. Damn. So we're done with the backstories. We're back in the present. Kind of interesting how this entire thing worked out. Like, the way it was told, we pretty much already knew what happened, but we were discovering as he told the story to the officer. So, finally back to the present. You head back to your B&B to finish packing for your trip home. You're just about to head up to your room when Miss Harlanay walks out from behind the counter. Oh good, I was afraid I might miss you. And what I mean to say is, I know I'll miss you. It was so nice having such a handsome young man around. It made me feel young again. I'll miss you too, Miss Harlanay. I honestly don't know how I have gotten through all this without you. Oh, that reminds me. She ducks behind the desk to reappear with a brand new outfit. I really should have expected this. I wanted to give you this. Consider it a souvenir for your time here. No, it's the last chapter. You don't need to do that, Miss Harlanay. But it'll help you remember me once you're gone. They broke the mold on you, Miss Harlanay. There's no way I could forget you. She smiles at you. So I suppose you'll be heading back to your life in New York now. I guess so. I never thought I'd say this, but I don't really miss Birchport. Birchport. I know I wasn't here long, but I feel so connected to the place. Small towns do have their charms, but I'm sure you find plenty to do in the big city. What about you? What's next for the infamous Miss Harlanay? Infamous? Hardly. Especially not now that I'll be settling down. Like, getting married? I know, so. If I'm being honest, I hope it doesn't. Think of all the things I've missed out on, and all the people. Who's the lucky someone? Samantha Winter. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. No, Miss Harlanay. She definitely wants to feel young with that one. Well, I mean, they've been doing it for a minute now. Judge Winters. The very same. And let me tell you, she may be a mistress in the courtroom, but okay, we're gonna skip past that. You guys have your fun. It's actually quite a complicated. No, Jesus, why am I still reading this? I'm sure you do really happy together. Should probably get going. I need to say a few goodbyes before I get out of town. Of course, dear. More gifts? Come on now. She reaches behind the counter and pulls out a letter. This came for you this morning. It's from the hospital. You glance at the letter. It's from Nikolai. Yes, indeed. He's finally awake, I suppose. So what do you say? Dearest Blade, I've been told I owe you my life. The mixed blessing, I suppose I should be grateful nonetheless. Please tell me I'll face the trial for what I did here. I'll likely never see the outside of the jail cell again. Damn. Shit. I mean, he's alive, so it's better than that. Than life in prison still does suck, though. But I'd still rather be alive than like dead. She pulls you in the arm, warm fragrant hug. You pull away. You're surprised to see in her eyes that she's gone misty. Don't be a stranger, okay? I won't. Thanks again for everything. She smiles and hurries off. You finish packing your things and head off to meet up with Kate one last time. Bro, my bill for this B&B is probably crazy, dog. More than my journalist salary can probably handle. Hopefully I can write this off as a business expense. The two of you laugh as you walk slowly through the marina. The sky is a brilliant blue and the salt smell of the waves is bracing. Looking forward, it's hard to believe that anything bad happened. You can't help but remember. How are you feeling really? After everything you've been through? You let the question hang in the air. I mean, I've slept better. This is going to sound awful, but it helps knowing that Duffy's well gone. Though there's a part of me that's still terrified that he survived, that he's out there somewhere. Don't worry, he's definitely not. We both saw what happened on that ship. You're right. I know you're right. Kate wraps her arm around herself, shivering tight, so slightly, then forces a smile onto her face. Honestly, though, I think I'll be okay. I'm ready to move on with my life. She pats her stomach fondly. And with this little life, I can't believe how excited I am to be a mom. I can't wait to see the kid you raised table dancing at the preschool. She punches you playfully on the shoulder. Come on now, table dancing isn't something they teach until kindergarten at least. What about your Prince Charming? I was always after the fairy tale, wasn't I? Her gaze turns wistful, and she shakes her head. But not anymore. From here on out, I'm not waiting for anyone else to make my life complete. I'm gonna do it on my own, for me, for my own baby. I think that's great, Kate. I bet it'll be for the better than a fairy tale. The parties will be way more fun at least. None of that turned into a pumpkin midnight crap for this mom. It is nice that she's like the heir to an entire fortune. So that will definitely help being a single mom. I hope you get to meet this little guy. I want you to be a part of our lives. I hate that we let ourselves drift apart, Willie. It's nobody's fault. Once we're out in the real world, it's hard to keep up with people, especially when they live far away. True. Maybe we should move into one giant dorm again. That's one option. The important part is that we're back in each other's lives now. And I mean, I'll be pen paling every so often, FaceTime, something like that. Send the text on birthdays, maybe visit once every blue moon, something like that, you know. I mean, I definitely do like small towns. I'm in no position as this guy to afford a town, like a house or whatever. I have to like either stay with Naomi or get a B&B again. But part of me doesn't want to like live in a big city, like in the city. But I want to be like at least in a city, like, you know, city limits in like one of the outside suburbs or something, and then be able to escape when I want to, like in a second home or a summer home, to a different position. And thankfully, the way like job markets are moving nowadays, there's a lot of jobs you can do like hybrid. So it'd be really cool, like once if I'm older, I could get like some sort of like managerial position in engineering or whatever, and be able to like be like on the field, like do go all different trips, but maybe there's like a point in time where I can just like work from home and like oversee things, right? Go on conference calls here and there, be able to upload things that I work on to like a network or whatever, and be like in a small town like this. I mean, it'd be really cool. But I digress. She smiles softly as the two of you continue down the docks, gazing out at the sparkling blue water lapping gently against the shore. After a few minutes, you turn to her. Let me guess, this is it? Time to say goodbye? No, not goodbye. This is see you soon. Man, Blade thinks he's cool, bro. See you soon. I like that. You give her a hug, and the two of you part ways. Who we see next? You stroll across the town to the police station. The minute you step inside, you hear a whoop of pleasure. Blade, I was afraid I missed you. As if I'd leave a town without saying goodbye. You hug. When you pull away, you notice something different about the badge on Navy's chest. Wait, are you police chief? Affirmative. At least for the time being. Officially, I'm the interim chief, but the state brass hinted that it might be permanent. You sure you want the job? After everything that's happened over the last couple weeks, aren't you a little nervous about rejoining the force? Honestly, I never felt more invigorated about this job. Walsh's corruption, Duffy's reign of terror, it's up to stay on this town for sure. But I got into this job to make things better, and I really can here. Well, having you in charge to be a huge help in the right direction, step in the right direction. I like to think so. How are things going with the investigation? It's a massive undertaking. The FBI is investigating the Sterlings for smuggling and affiliation with organized crime. It'll take months to unravel. I thought you said it was open and shut, but I guess it's all paperwork. And Bryce? We recovered his body yesterday. It was not good. Well, I guess we know what happened. What about the rest of the family? There are some distant cousins, but no one local left alive. As far as Birchboro goes, the reign of the Sterlings is over. Good. By the way, we found this when we raided Jeff's apartment. Duffy's diary? Is this? Jeff's diary. It chronicles everything he did. The kidnapping, the murders, all of it. It would have made putting him on trial a slam dunk. Not that we need it anymore. I mean, do we get to read it, or...? I guess not. Oh well. Head back to New York, I suppose, try to pick up where I left off. And turn in the story of the lifetime to your editor. That too. Amy smiles at you, but it quickly turns wistful. I'll miss you, Blade. Meeting you, well, it opened me up to people again. I didn't even realize how badly I needed that. And of course, there were other good parts too. She shakes your hand in hers, grinning slyly. I definitely like those parts. Thanks for that, Blade. Thanks for everything. Without you, I don't know where I'd be right now. You helped me remember who I am, and the right path to take. I'm the one who should be thanking you. You never gave up on this investigation, even when things seemed hopeless. Okay, we need to stop before I start bawling. Not the look I need for the first week as police chief. Fair enough. You'll stay in touch, right? We're really not that far from New York. Absolutely. After all, I'm gonna need to find my next story of a lifetime somewhere. You give her a hug, then head off to make your next goodbye. Okay. Man, I forgot this guy was like at a huge house. I'll be honest, y'all. I really didn't really care too much about Grant, so we'll skip through this. I mean, you know, he's pretty cool. He's a cool lawyer and everything. I think he had but kind of dull, kind of one of the dull characters. What did I just click on? Maybe someday. Right now, I'm just trying to keep it all together. Alright, Grant, you know, it was cool hanging out with you, but you did kind of try flirting with me a couple times, so that wasn't kind of cool. But you know, you're a good lawyer, representing the black community pretty well in a small town, so, you know, look at the time, you know, I gotta catch my flight, so I'll see ya. The cab drops you off at the docks, right, and staring at the fall, you stroll along the pier relishing the breezy, briny sea breeze of one last time. Houseboat. He lives on a houseboat? What was he finishing up? Papers are spread all over the coffee table. Flynn has a laptop precariously perched on the couch. Writing your memoirs? You're the writer, not me. Besides, this would be premature. The next chapter is going to be the most interesting. And what is all this? You've been nearly got something cooking. But I'm trying to apply for a job. Officer on Chief Silverhawk's force. Damn, okay. You're switching sides? I've heard of going straight before, but this is pretty next level. Who would have thought we'd ever see the day, right? He shrugs, smiling slightly, like a half embarrassed and half proud. Anyway, Naomi seemed to think I'd be good at it, and, well, I think I'd be good at it. Working together to find Kate, it was amazing. Made me want us to use what I know to do something good for once. I think that's fantastic, Flynn. Yeah, well, maybe I'll call you up if we ever get another case worthy of a write-up in a fancy New York paper. He gazes at you with a sad smile. Damn, I'm really gonna miss you, Blade. I miss you too, Flynn. But New York's not too far away. I'll definitely be back to visit. Sure. Well, it won't be the same. Nah, it won't. He shrugs, forcing on his weary smile. Not much is gonna be the same around here. Can you imagine me as an uncle? Obviously, the one who convinces his niece or nephew to get into all the kinds of trouble. Alright. It was cool he got on the force, but this has gone a little bit bland, so time to leave. You point the cab to the B&B where you pick up your things. You're just about to go back in when you stop. It hasn't even been a month, but this place really is starting to feel like home. Am I really ready to leave all that behind? Cab driver looks at you expectantly. But as you reach for the door, you hesitate and wonder. What do I really want? This is your chance to determine the ultimate ending for Blade. Where will he end up? Hell no. I can replay this, because I don't really care about Grant. Kate's... yeah. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna play this so you can see the normal ending if I go back to New York. I'm gonna do the one with Naomi, which is the one I'm gonna end up endly choosing because Naomi's we're soulmates, bro. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we go back to New York. I actually don't know what happens here, so this will be interesting. My time here was unforgettable, but it's time to go home. Climb into your cab and point the driver towards the airport. Gaze out the window as you wind your way through the quaint streets of Bridgeport one last time. Soon the town has faded view behind you. Think about your future. Going back to New York, getting back into journalism, settling into your old groove. You're looking forward to it, to your future, and maybe even following Agent Kim up about that offer. But as Bridgeport vanishes behind you, you know that a part of your heart will always be there. With Grant, with Flynn, with Naomi, with Kate. A single tear streaks down your cheek, and you know. You'll never forget Bridgeport. Okay, that was kind of lame. Hold up. Okay, so that was that one. Let's go ahead and restart this chapter. I'm going to go ahead and skip through all the whatnot. When we get back to it, we'll be with Naomi and we'll see what happens there. So, be right back. Okay, we're back. So, that ending was lame as hell. Let's see what happens when we go with Naomi. Yes, sir. Baby, I'm back. Hey. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you redirect the cab back to the police station. That music, bro. You found me, but what are you doing here? Don't you miss your flight? Not as much as I'm gonna miss you, baby. That's beyond corny. Yeah, but it's true. I just couldn't bear to leave you behind. So, what are you saying? These last few weeks have been hell for all of us. Tell me about it. But even in the middle of all that awfulness and terror, that violence, there was a bright spot. You, baby. Seeing your smile, watching your brilliant mind at work, catching those brief moments together. I'd do it all again in a heartbeat for that. Naomi, you made all of this worth it for me. Oh, Blade. This is the last thing I ever expected to happen. But I think I'm falling in love with you, Naomi. Naomi breathes in deep, taking it in. She crosses the room and takes your hand in hers. Blade, I feel the same way. But you have to get back to New York. No, I don't. I don't have to do anything I don't want to. And I want to focus on our love for once. I've always been put my career first. But since I met you, it doesn't feel as important. This is what's important. You and me together. So, you're staying? If you'll have me, hell yeah. Naomi grins wide, her eyes sparkling. Are you kidding? I couldn't even let myself hope for this. That's how bad I wanted it. The fact that it's really happening. It really feels like something out of a romance novel. Hey, no tears, baby, no tears. Just because you're a hard-nosed cop doesn't mean you can't occasionally have a fairy tale ending too. Good point. You close the distance between the two of you. Naomi wraps her arms around you, leaning her forehead against yours, a smile teasing the corner of your mouth. You crane her head forward and kiss Naomi, long and deep. When you pull away, both of you are giddy, so giddy you're giggling. Wow. Wow is right. Do you want to go for a walk? Maybe get out of this stuffy police station? I love that, baby. I love that. You take Naomi's hand, the two of you walk out together into Old Town Bridgeport. I think I could get used to living here. Yeah? It's nice, pretty, and full of so many interesting people, including you. I mean, it's no New York. New York doesn't have you. And we turn to look at you thoughtfully. So, what will you do here in Bridgeport? Join the force too? Are you joking? No. This town needs more officers. You, me, and Flynn. We make a hell of a team. Taking down Duffy, exposing the Sterlings, gave me a taste for it. Maybe I'll make it my new career. If you'll have me, Chief. You'll have to apply, pass the tests, get trained of course. But if you're serious, sounds like a plan to me. After I write the article of a lifetime, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. Seriously though, there's going to be a lot to figure out, I know that. But so long as I'm here, with Kate and her baby, whoa, why would I say that, bro? But so long as I'm here, skip all that, with you, I know I'll be okay. You press your forehead against Naomi's. People are watching. Stop. I don't care. Do you? Neither do I. You kiss her passionately, arms wrapping around her strong body, pulling it close to yours. Every single inch of you feels like it's being lit up, like you're glowing. It's the happiest you've ever felt. You pull away, staring into Naomi's endlessly deep eyes and whisper, I love you, Naomi. I love you. And she smiles, pulling you tight. I love you too, Blade. The end. Damn. I think I did pretty good on that one, bro. I think I did pretty good. Hey. I like that. I would do Kate, but I didn't really know Kate that well, and 30 gems is really expensive. If I already paid for it, I'd show you guys. But you can find videos of that if you're interested, you know. Let me know. But yeah, guys, that's the second book on this entire channel that we've finally finished. And this channel's been up for like 2 years or so. Ignore that. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So we're going to be picking up some new books, both the ones that we've already started. I guess it's Endless Summer. I forget the other one we've been filming. Oh, Wake the Dead. Yeah, Wake the Dead. So they'll do that one, and then we'll also pick up Slow Burn. But I'm gonna be going through Endless Summer, bro. I'm probably gonna get halfway through that before I film something else. So just be prepared for that. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.